Alright, today we're still going to continue with three-dimensional shapes, but this time around we're going to be talking about cuboid. We're going to be talking about what? Cuboid. Remember, in our last class we talked about cube, and I told us that a cube has 6 flat surfaces, 8 corners, and 12 edges, and the face of a cube is square. But today we are going to cuboid. We are going to what? Cuboid. Cuboid. We are going to what? Cuboid. I'm going to draw a cuboid. Now, first of all, what shape do I have here? I have a rectangle. A what? A rectangle. Remember, the cube has the face of a square, but a cuboid has the face of a rectangle. That's the first thing I want you to take note. A cuboid has the face of a rectangle. So I'm going to be joining my rectangles together this way, okay? Now we're going to look at the properties of a cuboid also. Now a cuboid, remember we're looking at 3 things. We're looking at the surface, that's the flat face. We're looking at the corners. And we're looking at the edges. We're looking at the what? Looking at the surface, that's the flat face of a cuboid. Let's start from the first one. Remember the flat face, the smooth part, the flat part of a cuboid. The flat part of a cuboid. Now this is actually a carton, a box that I'm holding. So we can make use of this. This is the flat. What are the flat surfaces here? The flat surfaces. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll take that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now a cuboid also have 6 flat faces. How many flat faces? 6 flat faces. Again, 6 flat faces. Good job. 6 flat faces. Now we've talked about the surface. Okay, so now I said 6 flat faces. Now moving on, remember I said we're having 3 angles that we're looking at: the surface, the corners, and the edges. The surfaces, the corners, and the edges. Remember, the first one we took note was that the face of a cuboid is rectangular. The face of a cuboid is what? Rectangular, or a rectangle. Now, we've counted the surfaces, the flat faces. We counted 6. Now, we're going to the corners. Now, what is a corner? A corner is a place where 2 or more lines meet. Remember that. A corner is a place where 2 or more lines meet. Now, where are the corners in a cuboid? Remember, this is an example of a cuboid. Now, let's look at the corners. Let's first of all identify the corners. Good job. This is a corner where 2 or more lines meet. One line, another line, another line. So this is a corner where they meet. This corner. This is a corner. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's do the counting again. Corners, 2 or more lines meet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. We have 8 corners. We have how many corners? 8 corners. Remember, another word for corners is what? Vertices. Vertices. Another word for corners is what? Vertices. Is what? Vertices. Okay. Now we're going to the last one, which is what? The edges. So how many edges do we have in a cuboid? How many edges do we have in a cuboid? Let's count. 1. Remember, the corner, the edges are just the lines. They are just what? The lines. You know, you are drawing it, the lines. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll take that again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have 12 edges. That's that about a cuboid. If you take note, a cube and a cuboid have the same number of flat surfaces, the same number of corners, and the same number of edges. Do you get that? A cube and a cuboid would have the same number of what? Surfaces, corners, and edges. But their difference is that a cube has a square face, while a cuboid has a rectangular face. Did you get that? A cube has a square face, while a cuboid has a rectangular face. A cube has a square face, while a cuboid has a rectangular face. And the properties are: a cube has 6 flat faces, a cuboid has 6 flat faces. A cube has 8 corners, a cuboid has 8 corners. A cube has a cuboid. Examples of objects shaped like a cuboid. Again, examples of objects shaped like a cuboid. Number 1, we have a cornflakes pack. A what? Cornflakes pack. Again, you know, almost everybody takes cornflakes pack. If you don't take cornflakes, we have cocoa balls, we have rice krispies and the likes. So now their pack are cuboid, they are rectangular, they are all cuboids. Then we have a toothpaste. Yes, a toothpaste pack. The carton of the box of a toothpaste is rectangular also. Okay, also it's cuboid. Also a matchbox. Yes, a matchbox that we all use in our houses. For those, that's very easy to access. Everybody can get this easily. Now look at this. It is a cuboid. It has its edges, it has its corners, and it has a flat surface. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the flat surfaces. Now when we talk about the corners, which also you refer to as vertices, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 corners. Now talking about the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay? Thank you. Bye.